Hi everybody, Ms. Lee here. Today we're going to be specifically talking about experimental design. So just as a review, I just wanted to talk about the two different kinds of studies we have. So we have observational studies where you observe outcomes without imposing any treatment. So it's more of an observe and record type of study. So that's the one type of study. And then we have experiments, which is what we're talking about today. So where you have an experiment, you actively impose some treatment in order to observe the response. So you impose to change behavior. So see if it has some sort of effect or some sort of cause on your variables or people or whatever. Okay, so we're talking specifically about experimental design. So each of some of the elements of experiments. So the first thing that I want to talk about is a control group. So for a control group, this is a group where you're not given the treatment in an experiment. So this is the group where you see what would happen if you didn't impose anything so that you can compare it later with people where you do impose things. Okay, so let's go ahead and do an example. So to test the new design of its self-checkout, a grocer gathered 142 customers and randomly divided them into two groups. One group used the new self-checkout and one group used the old self-checkout to buy the same groceries. Users of the new self-checkout were able to complete their purchases 16% faster. So what is the control group in this scenario? Well, that would be the group that used the old self checkout because that's where they didn't change anything, and so they could see like what the differences were. So this implies that the treatment in this experiment was the new self checkout because our control group did not receive this sort of like treatment. We'll go ahead and talk about some of those different vocabulary words in the next video. Happy day.